Hi everyone, I'm Tiffy and I'm an independent color street stylist, and today I'm going to do a new mani this is from the fall collection. It's called the Fall Edit and it's called Runway Lamé. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but that is Runway Lamé, I'm guessing. That's the pronunciation on it. And I thought this was just gorgeous. It's like this blue, green, silver, almost has that like waterfall kind of look, or maybe paintbrush strokes. It's just beautiful, you know? It looks almost like, I mean, I would say paintbrush strokes, like in a painting, but this is just a one set that I'm going to use today. I'm just going to do the one instead of a mixed mani. And oh, it's got black backing, so it should be completely opaque. Oh yeah, completely opaque. You don't have to worry about any nail line coming through. Whatsoever. I know that, you know, the sheer polish is very trendy right now, but there are people out there that just do not like to see that, you know, the nail line. And it's just, you know, personal preference, and this is one of those that is completely opaque, I do believe, from what it looks like so far. So let me just hold it up underneath this light right here and see. Hold on. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything, so I believe this is going to be completely opaque. I'm trying to move the light out of the way. It's causing like a weird shadow. Yeah, that's much better. I don't know if any of you have tried the Fall Edit, but it is still available. Something really exciting happened today. The holiday collection was released, so that is pretty exciting. Look at that. Have any of you got to see the Taylor Swift concert in the theaters, in the movie theaters? I totally recommend. I wanted to go to the concert, but the tickets were, you know, everybody knows that story, about how, you know, the bots got everything, and the resellers charged all those ridiculous prices. I was just like, huh. I mean, there's no way I would have been able to afford to go to that concert, and I wasn't going to go into debt to go to a concert. Honestly, I love going to concerts, but in today's world, to spend that much money what these tickets were going for after, you know, they were being resold, for people to hold cell phones up in front of your face, and then I get it. Sometimes, you know, you get you want to catch a picture, but there's people out there that record every single song and you can't see anything, and you've paid, you know, hundreds, if not, some people have spent thousands of dollars on going to a show, and then there's somebody that's just, in my opinion, what I would consider incredibly rude, holding up their cell phone the entire time in front of, blocking everybody behind them, you know. I'm like, come on, man, you know. or you get like a really annoying group that is like screaming so loud that you can't hear the music, you know? I mean, I wear like earplugs anyway when I go to shows, but it's just sad. Like I'm trying to think of the very last concert I went to, I think was Motley Crue, and it was fine, you know. I was able to get a seat that there wasn't that because of the way that the seats were, but if you're on the floor, like, you would have that issue. Like, I've gone to music festivals, obviously you're gonna have that issue, and I mean, that's a whole nother ball game with like stuff, but it was really nice to be able to go to the movies and see it for, you know, $25 and not have any of that, you know. It was, I mean, there was, I think, a couple of little teenagers that were recording stuff on their phones inside the theater, but it was not that big of a deal, you know. Not like when you go to you guys know what I'm talking about when you go to an actual concert, like, but I do hope that more artists actually do that. I know Beyonce has a concert, you know, her concert's going to be in the theaters too. I want to say it starts in November, and I think that's awesome, you know, because it gives everybody that may not have like that budget to be able to, you know, go and actually experience it. I really hope that that continues to be a trend. Like, I was hoping the entire time, like, after, because I waited for tickets and I was like, oh no, they're sold out, for the Taylor Swift Eras tour. I was like, well, maybe she'll release, because Britney Spears had a you know, I think I have it on VHS, actually, maybe DVD, I don't remember, but I had a concert that her Las Vegas show that was like that, and it was before she was a resident of Las Vegas. I think it was just a show she did in Las Vegas. I think it might not have even been Las Vegas, for some reason I thought it was. But it was way back, like, what, like in the early 2000s. And I was hoping that Taylor Swift would have released one like that for this tour, but it went in the theaters and I was like, awesome. So cool, right? So cool. And I have chosen a destination. I don't know if I've said this before, but remember I was like, I want to go on vacation and I don't know where, and yada yada yada. So, and I was like, considering Savannah, so that is at the top of my list right now. So we shall see if I get a chance to mosey on over in that direction. I've never been, and it just looks like it just absolutely gorgeous city with lots of history, you know. This is really pretty, Manny. Like, this is really pretty, you guys. I don't know, it is very dark because it has that dark backing, but it is so, like, this is so pretty. Like, you could do this for, I mean, it's in the fall edit, so obviously all through fall, all through winter, I think this would look fantastic if you like wearing dark colors, but it's kind of got that little, like, splash in there. Great. I think it'd be great for Halloween. If you don't want to do, you know, ghosts and witches and stuff like that, you know, or spiders, and you just want something that looks a little moody, you know, this would be perfect for that. But you don't want to wear something that's like, you know, bright orange or whatever. Very pretty, very pretty. So these tools I'm using, if you have never worn Color Street, this is just an orange stick. You can get these anywhere. And this is a rubberized cuticle pusher. If you noticed, I was using it, and it's kind of, see that soft tip like that? That's what I use to kind of push down. You don't need either one of those. You can just use your fingernail and perforate it. Also, you do not have to have long fingernails to wear Color Street. A lot of people are kind of, maybe, I don't know where this even started, but some people think that you cannot wear nail polish if you don't have long fingernails. I mean, there's some designs that maybe you'll lose the design, but like with this one, you're not going to lose the design, you know, because it's just, you know what I mean? Like, you're not going to lose that design. I can see if it was kind of like a cat or something like that, you know? But especially if it's just a regular glitter solid, but you know, there's no rules. There are no rules when it comes to, you know, your fashion, and in my opinion, and being creative and wearing what you like and doing what you love. So if you have short nails and someone has told you, oh, you should probably let that grow out, or for some reason you are under the impression that you should let them grow out, just do it. You will look down at your nails and smile and go, oh, I love them. I always recommend making sure, though, that you do, when you do take your polish off, that you use a non-acetone polish remover if you can. And maybe using a cuticle oil. I like to use it in the evenings, even when I have polish on. In the evenings before I go to bed, I like to use a cuticle oil every night. And a hand cream. I just like to, or, you know, it doesn't even have to be a hand cream. I just like to wear a type of lotion, anything really, just to moisturize my hands and arms before I go to bed. And then I put the oil on second. And, oh, why is this not perforating? Come on, there. And what else do I like to do? I like to file, you know, and do all that stuff. I file as needed. So if I still have polish on, I will file a little bit with an emery board. Just, you know, if I get like a sharp spot, I will file. I have no problems doing that. It has never affected anything for me as far as whether that's, I don't know if that's good or bad, because I'm not a nail tech or, you know, so I don't know, but I file with a polish on if I need to, you know, if I get like a spot that needs to be filed. I don't buff across my nails though, you guys. I don't do that. And I will tell you, I have in the past buffed across my nails, and the only time I do that is if I absolutely need to. If I have a broken nail, and when I mean broken, like where I fix it with the nail care kit and you have to buff that little area after you put it on, sometimes that's really these days the only time I buff. In the past, I have buffed, you know, but buffing over time can cause peeling. So if you do have peeling nails, you know, if your nails are peeling, and I don't know if you can see, like right here, this one, I don't know if I can find a good spot. Maybe right here, there's a little bit of peeling. That is from where I've buffed right here whenever I've tried to repair a nail, because of these break all the time. This one breaks all the time from taking my Invisalign trays in and out of my mouth, and I'm probably end up cutting that one back short again because of it's gonna eventually break, and I'd rather it be short instead of break off, you know, like way down here. I don't mind that at all. So this is a really pretty set. So I will probably tomorrow morning or later tonight, because it is the middle of the day, I'll probably do it tonight, put a top coat on. This is very shimmery, so I will probably only do just something like the SE gel top coat or the I think that's the one I'm going to use this time. I've been having a lot of really, so sometimes I use OPI. My last mani I used OPI plumping top coat. So it just depends, I guess, that day, like what I want to use. So if anyone actually has been to Savannah out there and has any recommendations on activities that you enjoy doing while you're there, I would love it if you would just maybe in the comments tell me, because I'm looking for ideas. If I don't know, I mean, if there's not any, like, if I have to change it last minute, I will, but hopefully there will be some availability and like places to stay whenever I decide I want to go. I'm hoping to go soon. We'll see though, right? This is very pretty. And I don't think I've ever worn anything quite like this at all. I really like it though. So if you do not have those tools, like I was showing you right here, and you want to clean up, you just push with your fingernail and perforate along the edge. Oh, I have a little cut there. I better not do that. I cut myself. Let me tell you what I did. So I got out, you know, just a regular chef's knife to like chop up a sweet potato, and I go, oh, this is kind of dull. I should probably sharpen this, right? So I go to sharpen it, and then, you know, you wash your knife after you sharpen it because, you know, it's got all that, you know, mess all over it from sharpening it. So I was washing it, and as I was washing it, I nick my finger right there. Just barely nick it. And I was like, oh no. And I'm one of those people, like, I can deal with other people being like injured, you know, and like being calm in the moment and stuff. I mean, come on, it's just a little nick, right? But me, immediately I just start crying. Oh no. And I start freaking out. My heart starts racing, like completely unnecessary every time. But that's just how I am when it comes to me. But if it's somebody else, I'm like totally chill. I'm like, all right, let's just, you know, we're gonna fix this. It's okay. But if it's me, I lose it. It's just, I just don't do well, like, at all like that, you know? Talk about having, like, a panic attack and just to make things even worse, right? Goodness. Hope everybody has been enjoying their fall, autumn weather. If you have warm weather, you might have warm weather. If you have, you know, nice weather, like, you know, if I'm assuming everywhere is starting to cool off. Maybe not Miami and places like that, or Arizona. I don't know. Maybe, I have no idea. I've never been to either one of those places, but I can tell you, probably everywhere in the mornings is just dropping. In the mornings is at least like the temps are dropping a slight bit. I did put a layer of Color Street nail strengthener on underneath. As you guys can see, my nails have been growing beautifully because, and I give it honestly, the reason I think my nails are growing is because of I used nail strengthener, the Color Street one. It's a gentle one, and I use it, you know, only when I do my manis, which would be once a week. I don't use it every single day or anything, but I use my nail strengthener, and I also, for the most part, always have polish on. Now, I understand people say, oh, you should probably not wear polish all the time. It could destroy your nail, this and that. I have not had that issue for myself wearing Color Street. I put it on and it gives me durability to my nails. It gives it a little like more sturdiness. The nail strengthener helps, and then, you know, I put the top coat on, or if I happen to wear 2 layers, this would be great since it's only 1 layer. If I want to have like some longevity out of this mani, the best thing to do is to double your strips. So, you know, I would do another strip over the top, or if your nail's short enough, you can just use both sides of a strip, you know, for each nail. Or if you don't like to do that, like I don't like to do that, go on ahead and get yourself some Clear as Day and put the Clear as Day over the top after you know, do your mani, and then, you know, your top coat or whatever, and that, I guarantee you, you're gonna get 10 days out of your mani, as long as you're using hand protection when you're doing things like gardening, anything, like any type of work kind of with your hands like that. If you're washing dishes, I recommend, if you want your mani to last, always wear gloves. Always wear gloves. If your mani's not lasting and you're washing your dishes without gloves on and running, just try it. See that little bubble right there, you guys? See that? So with something like this, I just poke it, okay? And then whenever I put my top coat on later, or whatever you're gonna do, see how that like lays down like that now? See how that laid down? That's what I do. And then whenever you put your top coat on, or you put another layer on, you're not, I mean, with this, you can't even see it because if it's like a shimmer, you know? But that's how I handle any bubbles in there like that. And then you don't see it no more. That's just a little trick. If you get a bubble, you know, try that. But that, to me, if you do like to wear your manis for at least 7 days, you know, it says Color Street can last up to 10 days. And in the past, I had never been able to get that, but then I started doing that other method that I just told you about, and I was able to get easily 7 days out of every single mani. Now, there were occasionally times, like sunscreens, I have noticed from my personal experience, will weaken my mani, and so I do know that if it's a situation in the summer, or if I'm wearing a lot of sunscreens and stuff on my hands, or, you know, rubbing it in, my mani tends to not last as long. So if I'm going to be doing that, I tend to, you know, have more problems with my mani lasting. But overall, I don't have any of that chipping problems or anything. And everybody that has tried that method that I do, that I know that has tried it, they always go, wow, that's a huge game changer for my mani to last that long. So I would say, you know, try some Clear as Day. A lot of people don't like it, but, or double up your strips. I would say that if you want that longevity. That's just something, if you don't want to, if your nails are long like mine, instead of having to buy 2 sets like that, you could get the Clear as Day, and you get actually like 2 sleeves in the Clear as Day. That's why, you know, you're not paying, and you're only paying $13 for basically for the Clear as Day. You get 2 basic sets, and you get two of these like sleeves as a Clear as Day, but this would be $15 or $14. And you know, it's an extra $1. You save $1, but you also get that whole extra sleeve in there. So it's cheaper. So there you go. And I know they're 2 different shapes, you guys. My nails are, I just like to do that to give you guys like an idea of what it, you know, I'll probably end up rounding these off pretty soon, just because I really like that the more rounded look. But this just gives you an idea of different stuff. But what do you guys think? I think it's gorgeous. What do you think? Need to clean up the sides of this one a little bit. But all right, I'll see you guys next week. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Subscribed, I would really love it if you find yourself coming back to subscribe. And if you enjoyed the video, that thumbs up lets me know you did. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.